All right, welcome back, guys. Welcome to another episode of the Inner Monolog Podcast. With me today are the usual suspects. Today with us though, we got our special guest, Pete from the Grocery Gambler Podcast. Say what's up, guys. Yeah, welcome aboard, Pete. What actually got you going down this?
No joke. It's just like looking for other Bay Area podcasts, like a while back, and it was just like, oh, look at these four jabronis. Like, all right, I like this. So
I haven't heard that in a while.
That's that
sounds about right.
It's never left.
It's never left, Julio.
It's never left. It's one of the jabroni and ding dong are I think two of the greatest insults out there. So,
yeah, definitely ding dong.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. My wife likes to use the dingbat. Yeah, no, see, the internet cares so little about Julio. He's loading again. I don't know if you guys noticed that. But all right, so yeah, how about we jump right out into the MCU universe? I hear you have an interesting story for us, Marcus, theorizing how the X-Men have always been a part of the MCU.
According to a theory on Reddit, this guy basically says that the X-Men had already been a part of the MCU all along. The only reason why people don't remember is because Professor Xavier using Cerebro wiped everyone's mind. And in doing so, they came to an agreement that if they were to wipe everyone's mind, that Magneto would have to give up his children to a family so that way they can be raised. Because remember, they're not supposed to know mutants exist. So with that being said, he gave up, Wanda and Pietro, and then it also kind of tied a couple of things in and brings the whole thing to a whole with Doctor Strange 2, which is what, like, if you saw the trailer, you heard his voice, right?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
So we all know that's Patrick Stewart. Like, no way in hell you could not place that's him.
It's a unique voice.
So in doing that, when Doctor Strange gets brought to his trial, basically because he knows that, Doctor Strange did pretty much the same thing he did, he's basically going to tell him everything. So the X-Men, apparently by that, it's still a theory. They haven't confirmed it yet.
Man, that whole movie is just going to be, it's going to be no plot. It's going to be just cameos. It's just every fucking IP that Marvel had no access to before they bought Fox. It's just going to be cameos of look, the Fantastic Four. Oh, look, the X-Men. Oh, look, Electro. Oh, look. Oh, like it's
gonna be a different cameo every 6
months. $20. I bet $20. Deadpool's going to show up at the end. Like, oh, you thought I wasn't going to show up?
And I'm just late to the party.
Yeah. Did you know? Like, so I read a bunch of Marvel comics, like, I don't know, but I probably stopped reading like 10 years ago. But you know what they're referencing in that trailer scene, right? Is the Illuminati.
The Illuminati?
Yeah.
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 And we also might get, what's his name? Tom Cruise. Was it Tom Cruise who also? No, it wasn't Tom. It was somebody who tried.
Holland?
No.
Oh, you're talking about Tom Cruise as Iron Man? Yeah.
They're thinking that he's going to play Tony for the Illuminati.
I hope not. We don't need Tom Cruise in Marvel movies.
I don't want to see that.
No.
I think that's the internet just being too much of the internet. Just like, what?
Yeah.
If Tom Cruise is the Iron Man, he's gonna need that suit from that meme you showed us with the
nice.
Like, you have a height problem, sir.
But no, okay. So I love how Reddit goes down the rabbit holes, right? And they start like trying to create all these like theories.
Create a lot of hype.
Because if let's say that mutants have been a part of this entire MCU the whole time, like, where does that leave the previous X-Men movies? Like, where the fuck did that
Those
happen?
are no longer canon.
Or could that be an alternate timeline?
Gotcha.
Pretty much. That's what it means.
I mean, basically, Loki gave them free reign to do. Like that TV show was probably like a comic book TV writer's like dream of just like, I can do anything now, and it just like, as long as I tie it into, it was an alternate timeline,
So much so that it's now being renewed for season 2.
That's definitely true.
And then Loki came out after the Fox deal, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I think all this is just writers being writers and making it seem like they were there all along.
The Fox deal.
Yeah.
The problem would be that if everything branches out from the Loki movie, it would have to be told from that Loki's perspective. Because he's the only one that's been actually time traveling in an alternate timeline from the rest of the MCU.
I mean, there is a working theory that they're basically using the opportunity to introduce Storyteller Loki, which is the most powerful version of himself, where he took over pretty much all of that. He was staying in that big ass mansion and shit, rewriting stories and whatnot.
That's just crazy. But yeah, I definitely agree with you, Pete. I think that this has become one of those, since Loki, it's a jump off point for free range to basically do whatever you want at this point and introduce wherever you want. I mean, it's the Disney route, right? We're gonna milk we're gonna milk anything that we can for everything that. Yeah,
they're already bringing. If you saw, so there's Zombie Doctor Strange. He's in there. And the other Doctor Strange is from What If, the What If series. Mm-hmm. They're also in there as well.
Damn.
How long till we have an MCU Star Wars crossover?
Oh God, no!
I'll skip that one. Like, I don't.
10 years.
I don't know. I'd love to see Deadpool in Star Wars.
I wouldn't. Like,
I wouldn't either.
No.
So you wouldn't want to see Ryan Reynolds in Star Wars?
I would like to see him as a character in Star Wars, but not as Deadpool in Star Wars.
Think about it. He's a mercenary. He's a fucking bounty lightsaber. Think about it, though.
Yeah, then
he just controlling bounty hunters all day.
But there has to be like a bounty hunter role within the Star Wars universe he can play.
Look at this.
Himself.
If Deadpool's going to show up in the Star Wars universe, then he's going to get a TV show as boring as the Book of Boba Fett. Okay, I fucking said, that show was boring as shit. That guy's
really?
That is a 60-something-year-old man, and you can clearly tell when he's like any stunt involving him. It's like that is, you know what that TV show reminded me of? That TV show reminded me of that movie.
That sounds like you, Julio.
The Irishman.
Mm.
It reminded me of that show. Everybody was digitally de-aged, and it was like, and it's like, and everybody was like a 60 or 70-something-year-old person trying to act like a 40-something, and they're clearly walking around like they're literally still. It's like that's still a 70-year-old man, like kind of shit. And Book of Boba Fett, I was just like, man, I don't want this like office drama. I want to see Boba Fett fuck shit up. I don't need to know. I don't need to know about these like, I don't know, these 3 kids who he recruits to save that whole city from drug lords. Like that show, like they literally had to bring in the Mandalorian and the kid, like the Baby Yoda, to make the show. Like if they weren't in that, it would have been boring as shit. Like it's.
I would have tanked.
It would have been a complete failure more than how they did Cad Bane.
I mean,
because I fucking love that character. He lasted 2 episodes, and then he fucking died. Dude, how you gonna kill off like the coolest fucking bounty hunter next to fucking the Mandalorian? What the fuck is wrong with y'all?
Well, it was because it wasn't really the Book of Boba Fett. It was the Mandalorian season 2-3.
He's not wrong.
Yeah, no, I mean that's. I was texting with my buds. It was literally like, "Hey, how long till Boba Fett or till Mando shows up?" And they're like, "Oh, I hope he does it." And then like next week, it was just like, boom, and I was like,
"There he is." He was not going to show up. And the highest viewed episodes were the ones with him in it. So yeah, you're right.
Yeah, no,
the only reason the season finale beat season 2 of The Mandalorian was because he was in that.
Yeah, I have no shame saying it that was like the most boring shit. It was just like that show was literally just like, what if we took away an old man as Walker and gave him a jetpack? Kind of.
He'll get around just fine. He'll be able to like zoom around the nursing home.
Like let me put it this way: that show had no moment that was as dope as in like season 2 of Mandalorian when Boba Fett shows up. And when he shoots down that ship with the rocket off his jetpack, like I was just that is the tightest shit ever. But then I also realized I'm like, this show will never be able to top that because every fucking Star Wars nerd up until that point like creamed their pants and was like,
holy shit!
Like we can't go, and I'm just like, dude, now they can't go back from this.
No, there's no turning around.
They definitely can.
Like that's what we all wanted. We wanted to see the jetpack shoot something down.
If they attempted to do that, then they would have to ramp up season 3 of The Mandalorian in order to keep topping it.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna splooge the same way for the Book of Boba Fett as I have for
You
the
don't,
Mandalorian.
bitch. Did you even watch it?
Like, I know.
No, you fucking didn't. So shut up.
Yeah.
You actually ruined the rest of the 6 episodes that Julio hasn't watched.
Oh,
it sounds like I wasn't going to watch it to begin with. So.
I'm not one of those people. I honestly have taken like a 4-week break
just to watch The Mandalorian.
so I can get back on it.
I don't even think
Took him
Julio
2
has
years
even
to watch The
finished. Like
Mandalorian.
you brought up the Loki series. I don't think he's even finished that.
That's
Never
tight.
watched it.
Nah, I honestly had no interest in Loki.
Yeah. See.
See?
I mean, look, I respect that.
This is what we're working with.
I have different interests than you guys.
That's fine, but don't sit here and call yourself a nerd.
Yeah.
I never have.
Yes, you have, you lying son of a bitch.
No, I have not.
I got the receipts.
Yeah. All right. So to bring it back to the X-Men, I guess my question is because this clearly they're going to recast everybody. So who do you want to see as Wolverine now?
Not Daniel Radcliffe. I heard rumors, and I swear to fucking God, if Harry Potter, if Harry Potter shows up,
I think Chris Hemsworth could be a good.
No.
Why not?
Because he's already Thor, dumbass.
They're gonna cast somebody young. They want to cast somebody in their 30s. Like that's dude. They don't want to. They're not gonna cast Hugh Jackman's too old and too expensive now. Like that's it. Like,
Oh yeah.
Make Chris Pratt.
They have free reign.
No, make Chris Pratt the next Wolverine.
Like, there's only been 3 actors who have double rolled in Marvel. That was, Michael B. Jordan,
Chris Evans,
and Josh Brolin.
Ugh. Oh God, I forgot.
Make Pete Davidson the
I forgot
next
that Michael
Wolverine.
B. Jordan.
Yeah, fucking.
Make Pete Davidson the next Wolverine.
Did you say Pete
Make
Davidson?
Pete Davidson the next Wolverine.
He did so.
Yo, I actually think that would work.
I don't. I just wanted to think of the most.
Who they got all
He
excited?
would have like a more. No, he would have like a more like just like a more like mellow.
No,
attitude
I
and
see.
shit.
If it was like anybody,
I think Julio would actually watch
Julio
that
would
movie.
actually watch that movie.
I do like Pete Davidson.
He would just hope he's like, I hope that since he's in this
Someone
movie.
said
Y'all can tell
He's
Kanye
like,
about it.
If Pete Davidson's in the movie, I really hope Kim Kardashian makes
We'll
an
fight.
appearance.
Kim Kardashian is fucking Jean Grey.
Yeah, that'll get ass in seats.
Yeah. I mean, I'd show up just to be like, I got to see how they do this shit.
Dude, I'm
It's like,
it's one of those like the worst
her ass
casted
has the
characters
mind
you could
control
think
powers.
of.
no, that's the
What,
MC, that's the
since
MCU
George-
timeline switch. Kim Kardashian is actually Magneto. Like that's
Her ass is magnetized.
No, but yeah, no, you're definitely right. Though, like, who would play these characters at this point? Because a lot of the characters that we grew up seeing playing, yeah,
It's a role
they're way
now.
too old.
and like there was a really good interview with Hugh Jackman who like, and that's what's gonna be fucking hard, man. Is that like
Didn't
in my mind,
he name drop somebody he'd like to see play the role after him?
probably he's probably name dropped like 12. He's probably just like I want the internet to ruin these fuckers' lives for 2 years. But no, dude, like in my mind, like Hugh Jackman it's gonna be hard because like he is my Wolverine, man, and that dude is killed the whole time. That guy has been consistently good
The whole time.
The one constant in that train wreck of
I mean, you
fucking
think Hugh
movies.
Jackman
Yeah,
as
someone's-
Wolverine, and the first image that comes to mind is him coming off of that fucking waterbed thing, and he's like ripping his fucking shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
X2.
Yeah. No, but like there was an interview I read with him where he was like, man, I'm so glad I'm done with this shit because he's just like, I hate working out this much, and it really gets harder when you get
I
older.
bet.
And it's like I can only imagine, like, but then part of me was also like, boo-hoo, you're a fucking actor being paid $1 bajillion to do this, and you have a personal trainer that literally just controls. Yeah, exactly. Like, I want to be this svelte. This kind of.
We're gonna do A, B, C, and D today.
We're going to want to die by the time we're done.
You should go talk to. Who's that? Baseball player? Jesus Christ, dating me.
Wait. This might be the only role.
Barry Bonds.
This might be the only role Tom Cruise can play because he's short enough to play Wolverine.
That actually might not be too bad.
See, I think that's why they talk about Daniel Radcliffe, because he's short.
Fuck that.
I mean, we'll see.
Damn, Bulls.
Dude, we'll see.
I'm sorry, he cannot capture the intimidation that is Wolverine.
Well, like there was that kid who was in the Kingsman movies. There was talk about him, and the guy who played Elton John. But like that dude is just so like pretty looking. Like
tag Egerton.
Yeah, he doesn't have a rugged look to him. I don't know if that would be a fitting.
I mean, look, there are a
shit ton of makeup.
There's gonna be there's a billion actors out there who haven't made it yet. They just gotta find some they could actually find a real Canadian. That would be
Hey.
They should do an unknown Canadian actor.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
A hairy, short, unknown Canadian actor. There you go.
Just find him chopping wood out in the forest.
Yeah, wearing a tank top and just ripped. He's just like we gotta train him. He's already.
Yeah, he's got some tight fucking blue jeans and boots on. He looks
one legendary actor to a legendary boxer.
What the fuck are you talking about?
You guys remember Macho Camacho? Hector Macho Camacho? So Jose's bringing us this story. Apparently they finally found people that are responsible for his death.
Yeah, so
really?
Hector Macho Camacho was basically a Puerto Rican boxer raised up from the Bronx, fought mainly like 80s and 90s, and won 3 weight divisions. And back in 2012, he was actually shot and killed while he was in a car in Puerto Rico. And that murder went unsolved for 10 years until now they've identified the 5 people that were involved in that murder. 4 of them were already behind bars for unrelated crimes, and one that wasn't is now going to be going behind bars. So it's just, finally some justice served.
So that's
guess you can stay in jail.
I can't believe it took 5 people to fire that gun.
They just add to it.
Yeah, they'll just add more time. Like, you know what? Just consider this a life sentence.
It was just like when they thought they may have finally identified the fucking Zodiac killer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
In terms of like Zodiac killer's already dead.
Wait, years too late. He's dead. No shit, Sherlock.
That's crazy though.
Yeah.
So, how did they identify them? Do you
what?
Have any anything on that? Like, was it DNA evidence? Was it the gun?
Word of mouth.
No, I think it was word of mouth. It didn't point to any evidence uncovered. Let me see.
Yeah, it was like
So basically,
somebody snitched.
I was gonna say somebody snitched. Yeah, that's
people gossiping.
Damn.
Yeah, somebody probably snitched.
It's a good example of loose.
Is anyone gonna get stitches?
well, they're probably already in jail. So
Yeah, definitely a good example of loose lips.
Get me out of here.
Oh yeah,
Literally, yeah.
Well, I'm glad. I'm honestly glad that
boys.
I always thought that. I always thought that meant a different.
they finally found justice for him.
Oh.
How, man? Jesus.
Think about it. The captain not paying attention, preoccupied with some nice lips.
Oh, and the ship, what? Titanic just hit the
Right,
ice.
you couldn't even use your imagination on that. I could have said Helen of Troy and dropped the mic on that one.
So maybe one day we can find Tupac's murderer.
Hey,
apparently people like doing that these days.
Yep. They're gonna die 20 minutes later, but goddamn it, we'll find the murderer.
I mean, that person's probably already dead.
Speaking of,
yeah, for sure,
probably.
Yeah.
Yep.
Also, what are you talking about?
Wasn't he in Paris
I
with
just
you?
saw him last week. Like,
in Cuba.
Like he was here in Paris.
Yeah, he's in Paris.
He gave me COVID. All right.
You guys shared a blunt on the flight.
Yeah. I was asking him I'm like, yo, Pac, tell me about what's the story behind Hearts of Men? And he's just like, no, hit this.
He's like, I still hit him up.
Damn, I think we missed some fucking gold here. I just found an article that says Samuel Jackson calls bullshit after Jonah Hill is named actor with the most on-screen profanity.
Ooh.
Yeah, I call bullshit on that one too. You gotta be shitting me. No way in hell you beating Samuel L. Jackson in that department.
Somebody has miscounted.
Yeah.
I mean,
grossly.
Yeah, he said a lot of shit in the Wolf of Wall Street. But I don't think he's
surprised he didn't trademark the word motherfucker.
Be the tips given to Mach-E owners on gas saving.
Well, yeah, because all right, so gas prices have gone through the roof. And the Today Show, their host, Vicky Nguyen, decided to make a segment on tips to save gas. And I think the producers didn't pay attention to the car they chose because they decided to choose an all-electric car to discuss on how to save gas.
That's tight.
Hey, actually, they're not wrong. Think about it. You buy electric, you won't be spending money on gas.
But the funny part is, Vicky then goes and does stuff like starts giving tips like, "Oh, if you're going to be parked longer than 20 seconds, you should shut the engine off," and like shows
was this a satire? But was this satire? Because hold on, because it might be a play on the fact that
no, this was like
the
legitimately
Biden administration recently told people in order to save gas, you should just buy a Tesla, right? Okay, but how are you going to invest in
I say they should invest
if you don't even have enough money to buy gas?
Not necessarily Tesla.
Yeah, but when you think of electric cars, what's the first car that comes to mind? Tesla.
Nissan Leaf.
I start thinking Nissan Leaf, Toyota Prius plug-in.
Wait, so Julio.
I'm sorry, I'm the car guy, so I don't just jump.
So he's gonna try to defend himself and not being a nerd about the other things, and to really be like, I am actually the car guy. Do not notice my greasy hands. That's from the KFC.
I'm a car nerd.
Whoa, they're called gearheads, okay? They're called gearheads. Give them a break.
Thank you, Pete.
Except, are you under the hood of your car often?
That's what my car nerd friends say, and we all are like,
Julio.
Cool.
Okay, gearhead, right? But
let me continue.
How people out there are actual gearheads that would automatically think, "Oh,
show your how it goes."
A Prius plug-in." Like most people. Hey, dude, you can do whatever you want, honestly.
Yo, can I continue with the story? Or I'm going to fucking
people would think Tesla.
Jump off. Go ahead, jump off. Hey, it is what it is.
Wow, you jumped off.
If you want to go, you want to go. I'm not the reason why your butt hurt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we were all picking on everybody. Whatever. Hey, Pete, you're the new guy, I guess.
All right. So. Oh man, no, but no joke though. This is exactly what my buddy who's a big car guy is just like. Oh, this is blah, 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 and we're all like, we don't give a shit. Like, or it's like that's cool.
Right. I just put
my car go from room and it goes from A to V.
I just, honestly, like the story itself, it might not have been satire, but like it came across as satire to me because of everything that's going on. You know, it's a play on what politicians have been doing, where it's like, oh, everybody should go electric. Yeah, assuming that everybody makes the money to go electric.
Well, another thing that's like super interesting, I know Lyft and Uber, they're now starting to charge a gas surcharge because prices are just ridiculously high, and that applies even if the Uber or Lyft driver has an electric car. So you're like,
oh boy,
what the heck?
Oh man, that's
yeah.
Dude, that reminds me of the tangent time. That reminds me of something where back where I grew up. So I grew up in like Northern California, up in Mendocino County. If you guys know where that is. And my buddy, my buddy's dad, he did like subdivision building, and for every house he was building, he was being charged something. It was just like the whole point of this tax was that tax was supposed to go to the funding of new schools. But before he started building, they had already approved a new school and all the funding was set up for it. So there was basically he was being charged for new schools, but there was literally a new school being built and there was no need for any more schools after that new school. So I remember going over to my buddy's house one day and I just literally see his last name versus the Board of Education. And I'm just like, motherfucker, you're suing the school? And he's like, no, hear me out. And he told me about this. And I was like, okay, all right. He won. He sued the school and won. But dude, my buddy's dad caught so much shit from that. And he was like, no, it's not fair. I had to pay this tax. They're not big. And like, I get his point. And I was like, you're not wrong. Like he sued, but like, he sued because he was being charged this tax for something that was never going to happen. But like you watch, there's going to be all kinds of lawsuits with this kind of shit of like you said about like Uber Lyft stuff where it's like I'm being charged this fee and it's like, well, that was an EV. That was an electric vehicle. Like I drove it. Exactly. I was like, why did I have to pay this charge? Kind of situation. Guarantee it's going to happen because California, everybody sues anybody for for whispering. At this point, it's.
No.
I miss home.
That's a crazy story. And as fictitious as that story was, let's go to another fictitious story. So my story involves a killing stone. So it's a stone in Japan that's believed to host the spirit of it's a malevolent spirit. So it's called the ninetails spirit that essentially took the form of a woman to essentially seduce and murder an emperor. So Emperor Toba.
Actually, I got kind of a backstory from what actually happened on that. So basically, in the beginning, she's one of the 3 most terrifying demons called Kitsune. And what happened was she appeared to a couple as an infant. They raised her as her own, and when she grew up, she became the most beautiful person, using her looks to influence people. Eventually, the emperor took her as one of his concubines. And then shortly after that, he fell ill. One of his healers discovered she was a kitsune, sent their best warriors to go kill her, which they did, and then they sealed her in that rock for 1,000 years.
They got her addicted to the rock.
And she's been blamed for a bunch of civil wars and shit that happened afterwards.
That's crazy.
Nice.
Pretty much. And now, so many people think that it's just fucking hilarious how people on Twitter are fucking responding to this shit. Like saying, one person said, I feel like I've seen something I shouldn't have seen. I was like,
oh man, I love stories like this. This kind of shit is it's so entertaining to me.
It's hilarious in the sense that we all have we all grew up with folklore in our lives in one way or another. But the idea that damn, this rock split open, fuck, we're all screwed. It's not 2022 and we've been fucked since last year.
Yeah,
it's out.
We're done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now there's some demon rock. There's a rock demon out there now. It's just this is like a story from The Witcher. It's just the village has got to call Hunky Henry out there.
Yeah,
and be
they're
like,
really talking about how we could
bro, this demon rock cracked open. You got to kill that shit.
Draw the spirit back into it. And then you got other people
really? It's Humpty Dumpty's cousin?
Other people are that was just rainwater getting into the rock. They eventually cracked it. So you have all aspects of people where people like you said, oh my god, we should not have witnessed this.
Rainwater.
No, that happens in nature. It'll be fine. Dude.
Nobody said they took one look at 2022 and said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go back in the rock for 1,000 years."
See you guys next year.
Yeah.
You guys have got enough problems.
Yeah, demon pops out.
I just
man,
realized,
I don't want COVID.
I just realized he popped off, and it didn't really matter.
Now we got to keep an eye out for a woman who gains popularity too damn fast.
He's like,
his
first my memes, now my story.
It's where he left. He's like, I'm ready to beat battle, so I'm gonna show someone else my memes.
But his fucking audio. His fucking audio is probably
at least
not
with
gonna
one,
load
at least with
properly.
one of us. If it's not me, it's Marcus. Or if it's not Marcus, it's
Does
Julio.
this
Like,
happen
I think the
all the
only one
time?
that hasn't jumped off. Well, I guess Marcus, because Marcus is the one responsible for recording everything. But Jose's really been the one that hasn't been pushed to the edge to where, like, yeah, you know what? Fuck you guys.
I left was because of technical difficulties. I know we're arguing like I think
Aubrey Huff?
like free speech with like
Aubrey Huff. Yeah.
Who's that Giants player? Who play first base? Audrey something.
Aubrey Huff?
Yeah, I was like, is he
Aubrey
mad?
Huff,
He's
yeah,
like,
like, we're
"Oh,
debating
yeah,
that, and then like I had technical difficulties in the middle of an argument. So he's like, oh shit,
I remember
we get
that.
fired up.
No, there's four of us. It's obviously like four personalities that are constantly going back and forth.
boy.
And different ideologies. Like, we've known each other long enough to where we can look at each other like, hey, fuck you, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's how it is.
No, I got like I'm lucky that I like still have some friends like that, but I will say it kind of has diminished over the last few years. You know, like it's kind of like there's a few people who just kind of crossed the line where we're just like, we're like, dude, we can't hang anymore, dude. Like that's like that's
Jesus
legit, it's
Christ.
like you're one to Kevin Bacon away from saying like you have problems with like brown skinned people. Like that was like one of my high school buddies, and like all of us were just like, fuck off, man. Like
If it makes you feel any better,
you can't talk like that, you know, kind of thing.
I have a problem
you
with
know.
all skin
It was
people.
it all revolved around building the fucking wall, you know, kind of shit. And it was just like
forget those brown skinned people with their tacos and jalapenos.
That's hilarious.
yeah, no, by the way, that motherfucker loves every type.
It's like,
of
I love
ethnicity,
Mexican
too. And it's just
food,
like,
but I hate
you are
those
the
Mexicans.
biggest fucking hypocrite. Like, just yeah.
It's like, I don't like you, but I like your food. Thanks.
Yeah. Oh, let me talk. Let me talk about Cubans, but while I eat this,
I love fried.
Oh,
I love fried chicken, but I hate.
Oh yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's talk about beat battle.
yeah, that's a good segue to our beat battle.
So yeah, no. I hope that Jose gave you a good enough of a heads up. We do tend to use the line as a jump rope here every once in a while.
I mean, look, I think it's only
Oh yeah,
healthy
no, definitely.
occasionally to like get yourself put to the edge.
Yeah, no, there's
but then,
definitely
like,
been things where
you know,
we
y'all
pushed
retreat
each
back
other to
together.
the
It's
edge
just
and then
like,
walked away, and then
all
have
right,
to
you
kind
disagree
of
on
talk
this.
it over off air and
It's all
discuss
good,
things.
you know.
We're like, okay, I
So-
respect you enough to not bring this up on air anymore. 'Cause
Yeah.
otherwise, there's gonna have to be a fist fight.
Yeah.
Man, I'm glad we haven't done any of
Yeah,
that.
it was
podcast.
almost,
Like,
it was
we just
almost
that's what
the
happened when-
first time me and
like,
Marcus
you know,
ever hung out.
The first day me and Rick met, that was what happened. We got into a fight.
Yeah, no, we're still
the mall.
good friends. We're still good friends. It was one of those things where like I respect him enough to understand that if
Now,
he's
years later,
willing
he's
to
still
stand
good,
up for something,
you know?
it matters to him. So therefore, I shouldn't push the issue. But sometimes for fun, I push the issue. Well, that line is very gray today. Very
like,
gray.
are you friend or are you asshole? And it's like, well, that line is very gray today, my friend.
All right.
Yeah.
So
If I can get a laugh out of
do you
it,
want them to go first? Or you
There
want
you
us
go.
to go first?
There you go.
definitely.
Yeah. Oh,
All right.
Pete. Yeah, Pete. You want them to go first? Or you want us to? All right. All right, boys. So
is that me or who?
Pete, pick a number between
Let's have them
10
go first.
and
Let's have them go first. I want to see what I'm up against.
0, and don't tell them and let them try to guess it. Price is Right rules.
Okay, done.
All right, I'll go with 4.
We'll go 5.
You son of a gun.
It was 9. It was 9.
You go,
Let's
Marcus.
go. By the way, Pete, I'll figure out a way to get one of these.
All right, so I guess I go first.
You got one of these yet?
All right.
Yeah, so it's a sticker with our logo, and it has a QR code in it to our link tree.
Oh, no, I don't. So. Nice.
All right, so I think Julio would enjoy this meme, but unfortunately he is not here to enjoy it. So it says, me, suspect is dancing naked through downtown. Dispatch, copy that. Me, I'll try, but I'm not much of a dancer.
This is funny, but it makes me sad that Julio has to enjoy it.
I know.
Yeah. It's a soft open. A female version of a tea bag is called a clam slam. Until next time, friends.
Oh, thank you, has you, Jose. Thank you, has you. What do you think? Who do you vote for, Pete? Yeah.
I think so too, man. Congratulations, Marcus.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm glad that was not my final screen.
And he said this was a warm up for him, so he's got some good shit for the finals.
I'll be a good host, and I'll go first for you.
All right.
All right. Yeah, right. I'll be the good host, and I'll let you go first.
Okay.
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 I think I'll let you go first.
I always hate how long this shit takes to load for me. Can you guys see my screen? Yeah, I did. It's the stupid downgrade. Right? Alright, here we go.
Because you downgraded.
So, if you guys can see this, it says sometimes you have to go for a ride to clear your head.
You've been downgraded.
Okay.
Yeah, Julio would have definitely liked that because he's been asking you for JFK memes for how long now? The one time he decides to get off. No pun intended.
Wait, did we explain to you how to set this? Oh, he knows. Okay, cool.
All right. Let me bring mine up. All right.
That's what I tell the ladies.
Well, he does use Zoom.
Yeah.
I've done this a couple of times.
Sounds like you downgraded
this
too.
program. It says it's loading.
Takes a second.
Yeah,
It's that corporate Wi-Fi.
I know, that corporate Wi-Fi.
The 1%.
Wi-Fi not even good enough to stream porn.
All right, real straightforward. The guy smoking, 2 chicks fighting,
That's a good
Republicans, Democrats, guy smoking, the 1%. I love this fucking meme. Like there, you cannot go wrong with this one.
All right.
So
Hey, looks like you won.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that was. Yeah,
But now,
Yeah, I'm gonna have to give you Pete.
I gotta repeat.
Damn. All right.
that's hella funny. That was a really
There
good
was.
one.
I've seen so many good ones of that meme.
Since I lost, I'm gonna share this one with you guys.
So goddamn good.
Just because I was saving this one for the final in case I made it that far. I was not saving my internet, by the way. This is why it takes so long for it to load. The way my Wi-Fi data is set up. Yeah, I got it in the savings, and I gotta switch it over to the checkings account, so it takes a couple seconds. So it says when you're trying to suck your own dick and people
You gotta
suck
check it
in
in
the
the savings.
restaurant. Are you not entertained?
Oh, bro, you should have. That was the finale. Okay, yeah, that's a good one.
He'll save it for the finale.
That would have definitely got you the win.
Bro, you had me in the first half.
It's funny you show that because since I was stuck quarantining here in my hotel, I've watched a shit ton of movies, and I started, but I didn't finish Gladiator. So,
so
look,
he's at a hotel, so I thought it was a port.
Dude, I'll tell you this right now. If I could S my own D, I would not be on this podcast. I wouldn't even have my own podcast. I'd be like, why would I live? Why would I live? Like,
what's your motivation here?
Yeah.
Why don't you go get a job? Because I can suck my own dick.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, corporate America's just happy that
Marcus,
no one's a contortionist. You know, that's it. Oh man.
Go first. All right.
Go, dude. I'll go first.
Oh, okay.
Says, did it hurt when you fell out of someone's ass into the toilet, you piece of shit?
That's tight. All right, let me. I don't think I'm going to be able to top that. Oh, that was quick. All right, here you go. I should have never smoked that shit. Now I'm running a DIY venue, and guys got
bro.
Got a PBR, got a $5 bucket. I don't know. I thought the shit was pretty stupid funny. This is another meme recently that I'm like, oh yeah, these are getting creative. So
this shit must have taken one.
Yeah. I should have never smoked that shit.
I gotta go with shit.
So,
you had us in the first round,
I'll just say it, Marcus. I gotta give it to you.
Yeah, no, you had us in the first round.
Yeah, I gotta go with the shit that fell into the toilet.
What the fuck's wrong with you?
Yeah, you can't.
I
top
do that
shit.
a lot. I do that a lot.
Oh,
yeah. Well, for her it was.
Oh.
I shouldn't have underestimated Pete in that round. I'll tell you guys that. Yeah, nah.
It should have went the final meme.
Shit,
yeah, that's a good
got me with that one.
That's off man's penis for not making eye contact.
That shit threw me off. You bastard.
This one, when you tell your man it's cheat day, so you start eating cake and you start looking.
Dude, you definitely would have won with those two men.
I know. Yeah, those. Yeah, that.
Damn.
Yeah, Pete, we
Oof. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh.
All right, I got to show at least one. So if that one wasn't going to work, I was going to go with this one.
That would, I wouldn't even be
if
mad
the
at
dick
that.
is bad, pull him close and start pulling in his ear.
Oh. Oh.
Just to be all sexy. 3 cheers for you. Hip, hip.
You a phony.
Constructive criticism.
Ooh.
Congratulations on at least making to the final round. Not a lot.
Oh man,
dude. So, that's your
Boo.
Boo. Well, I feel I'm privileged. Hashtag blessed, guys. So, but I also feel like I shot my shot in my first round. So here, let me show you my. I don't think my other one is as funny. This is also rewatching Spider-Man 1 during my quarantine. I was just like, when this shit actually popped up. You know, I'm something of a scientist myself. Like, I was like, oh, fuck, that's just like, oh man. No, the one. So, man. So the one I was trying to find of this. The one I was trying to find of this that I still think is fucking top tier was it was like early on in the pandemic, and it was Pornhub makes all premium stuff free in Italy, and then it goes to this says, you know, I'm something of an Italian myself, and it just shows VPN user, you know, kind of.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah,
I was trying, dude. I spent like 30 minutes trying to find that fucking meme.
That was
I was
funny.
like, man, that's top tier. That's top tier meme quality right there. But it's,
I think that would have won you. That definitely would have won.
So Pete,
yeah, absolutely. Jesus Christ.
Nah, go ahead, man.
Yeah. You know, I'm something of an Italian myself. You know, just.
Yeah.
So, man, dude, when they oh, go ahead. Sorry. Well, I was gonna say, did you guys see the most recent Spider-Man movie?
Absolutely.
It's so good, so good. Like, just say that, so good. But man, when that part popped up in the theater, like that shit went wild. It was yeah. But then, dude, the other thing that was crazy about that showing I went to was at some point, because it was the first time I went to the movies in like a long time, and I was like, all right, I get it. People are gonna like hoot and holler at some points in the movie, like whatever. But at one point, it was a quiet part, and like these two Melvins were just fucking talking, and somebody legitimately stood up and was like, "Yo, shut the fuck up, you fucking dork! I'm trying to watch this fucking movie." And it was like. And then also legitimately somebody else behind me exists in Oakland, and some guy behind me was just like, "Oh shit!" Like, and it was just like quiet, and it was fucking quiet.
Dude, I went to go look for shoes at the outlets today in Vacaville, and I feel like people but I legit saw people wearing sweats.
Like, some people's manners have definitely been ruined.
And I was like, so we just like conform to wearing fucking sweats all the time now. The dude had a button-up shirt with a polo on. Athleisure, yes. Athleisure.
Whoa, no, see,
I kind of lightweight want to take mine.
No, I really like the first thing that came to mind. I was like, that guy has a verse.
Rick, you got it wrong. Later. It's not sweats. It's athleisure. Okay, that's what it is. That's.
So we bougie fucking sweats now?
That's hilarious.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Seriously. Yeah. Or that, or like, dude, it was bad for me. Like, I just started like audibly farting in like my work calls. And I ripped one. It was really fucking bad. And it was like just this boom, dude. And everybody on the video was just like, I could tell everybody was like hearing a noise. No one said anything, but I was just like, oh my god.
Yeah, no. The job I currently have, I honestly got hired wearing a button.
Some of my work calls because
I think you shit yourself.
Underneath.
It was what was that a Thunder Dead? Like, no, that was
me at the interview. Prove it.
Nice. I I mean, dude, we can't go back at this point. It's. I mean, guys, look, I'm gonna tell you right now. Like, I'm not even wearing pants. Like, quarantine status. I put a shirt on for you guys. All right, that's.
wait a minute. So you're just shirt cocking it right now?
That's
no.
hilarious.
I got chonies on. I'm not.
Won't you tell our audience a little bit about your podcast, though?
This hotel chair. You know, who knows? Because somebody else has already done it. That's gross. You know, like so. Oh boy.
Yeah, hairy ass cheek hairs.
Ooh. Yeah, man. So I'm one of the 3 hosts of this podcast called The Grocery Gamblers. Also a Bay Area podcast. And if you don't know what the grocery outlet is, it's this discount grocery chain that's throughout the West Coast. And it's like
yeah, believe it or not, Julio actually would have had a really good story about grocery outlet. It's a store
where they just get all the shit,
enough.
you know.
So
or like, like a brand will try something and it doesn't work. It doesn't, land in the rest of the country. So it shows up for
the night. You buy expired produce.
Oof. Yeah. Oh, bummer. But dude, it just started. Honestly, the podcast started off as a text chain between my 2 buddies. Like we were just us just like trying to stunt on each other, being like, "Oh, look what I found! Oh, look what I found! Oh, dude, did you know that Adam Carolla makes sangria called Mangria?" And it's like, no.
Okay.
That's what it started off as, but now, I mean, due to the pandemic, obviously we had to change our format. But it was just us. Like our first season was like a competition where we were actually trying to like one up each other based on a theme. But yeah, now each episode it revolves around a theme. We usually try like 3 items, and we just try to highlight a specific theme. And just really now these days, it's kind of us just like roasting some companies with their copy that they put on some of their stuff, because it's and also just like the ideas people come up with of just like, oh, what's an alternative form of Pop-Tarts? It's like,
oh, that's hilarious.
Why don't I just have Pop-Tarts instead, kind of situation. It's been interesting. Like we've found a lot of stuff, and now thankfully we've done enough episodes where brands are sending us shit directly to review, which is nice. And thankfully we haven't been too, nothing's been sent to us that was just like, oh, this is pure garbage. Like some of it has been like, like we're not being paid to do it, But no, it's just a podcast for my buddies and I, and occasionally we bring a guest or 2 on, and we just review foods and stuff. Like our most recent we did was
Flavortown.
It was on the Super Bowl, but it was that Bud Light seltzer, the hard sodas that they had a Guy Fieri commercial for on there. We reviewed that, and that shit was dangerous because all of it was just like fucking booze candy. It was like, Oh yeah, dude, Flavortown USA.
Nice. So is that where our audience can find you?
That's us.
YouTube?
Yeah, it's the best medium, a podcast for reviewing food. Everybody's like, "When are you going to jump on YouTube?" It's like when we're not lazy.
Yeah, fuck that place.
No, we're not on YouTube. But no, I mean, like on all the podcast streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, TuneIn, Google Podcasts. We're not on Amazon, and I know, but we're probably reposted on there by some fucking third party dickhead.
It's interesting how that goes. Like, honestly,
making money and not doing it.
I don't think aside from the
exactly
blockchain.
But no, I mean, we're out there, and it's it's been a fun.
To each other much.
It's been a fun thing to keep in contact with my friends.
It's honestly hilarious when one of us jumps on.
That's how we started.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because like even when I've gotten off, and then like 5 minutes ago, I'm like, why the hell did I do that?
Yep.
Nah, he
I I'm glad.
He's probably stressed about other things in life at the moment, and this was the straw that broke the camel's back.
I'm surprised he hasn't tried to jump back in.
But
if
this is the straw that broke the
come back in,
camel's
sorry
back,
guys, I can blow off some steam.
It's a strong camel. Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude.
I feel that.
Podcast sounds extremely interesting. I'm definitely interested in checking that out. I saw that one of your episodes was about coffee. So
he's probably smoking right now. You know, it's, yeah. Hey. Collecting that camel
What's
patch.
the brand name?
Yeah.
Camel Hump?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I fucking love coffee.
Yeah, that's actually our current. We're doing a 3-episode series about alternatives to coffee. We released the first one we released already. It was about coffee alternatives that have caffeine in it. So that's the first one. The next one that's coming out is called Coffee Plus. So it's coffee, normal caffeinated coffee with something else added to it. That one might be one of our best episodes because we had to record it over the period of a few days. And every time we try it, so basically we try a product and then the next time we come back, we report on the after effects. Every product we tried, one of us went fucking insane. It drove us to the fucking edge, and it's over fucking coffee. And then we got a third one of decaf alternatives. So it's it's been a fun and and what's also dope about this is that we started doing this and then for the coffee stuff and half the brands we show on there they sent us free shit, which was dope.
Nice.
Yeah. It's oh yeah. Well, especially for some of the shit, we're like, this is nice. And we look at the price, we're like, ooh, this is expensive. Oh, this alternative. It's like, oh man, I should just go buy normal coffee. It's way cheaper. But yeah, no, I mean, check them out. It's we got all kinds of stuff. We actually found this is a shout out to another guy we've had on our podcast a few times. We found a guy who basically does what we do, but he just reviews fucking cheap booze. It's called his name's Bumwine Bob, and it's literally the same. First off, his name fucking rules, but yeah, and so we were like, oh, you're doing the same shit. You got to come on the podcast, and every time we've done it, we've just all got wasted. It's yeah. But
that's hilarious.
But yeah, the last time we legitimately found some actual blueberry bum wine, not Mad Dog 2020, but legit bum wine at the grocery outlet, and we were like, we got to do this. We fucking special mailed him a package of nonsense, and yeah, it was great.
Check us out on Twitter, Instagram. What are we on? Netflix now? No, TikTok and Facebook. I wish, but everybody should definitely go and give Julio a shout out on our Facebook page. Make sure he's okay. Try to give him a hug or something. Thanks for coming on, Pete. Till next time.
God damn, you guys got put that Netflix deal. Yeah.
Yeah, let's not forget the disclaimer.
Yeah, thanks guys. Thanks for having me. Yeah. All right.
Later.